Hi guys, I know I haven't properly gotten on the long form of my YouTube channel in a hot second and talked to you guys. I missed you all. I'm back and I have a plan. This is just a little bit of a life update video. I want to tell you guys where I'm at in life, what's been going on, and what my plan is. First and foremost, I am still in LA. If you didn't know, I moved out to LA in May of 2024 to pursue my dreams of acting and music and social media. The main purpose of moving to LA being for acting. 2025 is when I booked my first work. My first job I booked was stand-in for Superman the movie promo. I got to be Nathan Fillion's stand-in and also David Corenswet, who was the actor for Superman, for one shot. So that was really cool. Booked a bunch of background stuff, a couple principal roles in short films. I dropped my own short film, Lone Sam. If you haven't seen it, it's on this channel. Just taking whatever I can get, the bare bones of acting, trying to get as many speaking lines as I can, working background to earn money, all that stuff, getting experience on set. It's all been wonderful and a blessing that I could even move out here. During that time, I've been working primarily as a TikTok live streamer. That's how I've made all my money, mostly. Acting, I get paid for some work too, but a lot of stuff I've been doing right now for acting isn't that well high paying, if it's paid at all. But, times are tough, things are changing, and I have a new plan because my roommate, aka my landlord, Devin Rice, is selling the house that I live in. So I am moving out. And he doesn't know yet when the house will sell, but there's an estimated timeline that I probably need to be out here by the end of March. Currently, it is January 25th, 2026. So that gives me a little bit over a month, 2 months and a half. But my plan is hopefully to be out of here by the end of February. I think March 1st, I want to hopefully have locked in my next living situation, because I think the closer I get to the deadline of having to be out of here, the more uncomfortable the move is going to be. It's going to be more stressful. However, the challenge for me, per usual, is finances. I'm not going to go into details financially because I think that's not appropriate for social media. I learned my lesson a long time ago. I still make mistakes about talking about it because I want to be very open and honest about my money. But at the same time, I don't want to make anyone feel like they are burdened or pressured or inclined to help me out in any way. This isn't in any way, shape, or form asking for help or advice. I'm just trying to fill you guys in on what I'm currently trying to get through. So we're not going to talk specifics about finances, but essentially I have a goal. I have a set money amount that I'm going to work as hard as I can to hit by February 15th. And if I'm able to hit that mark, that means I'm able to afford a new place to live and continue to stay in LA. LA is the most opportune place, I believe, for acting. As someone who wants to break out in the acting industry, LA is, in my mind, the best place to do that. There's a lot of other places, New York City, Atlanta, Georgia, Austin, Texas, Vegas. There's a lot of other places that have great opportunities for acting, some places in Canada even. But for me, I think that if I'm in LA, it gives me the best shot to make it. In acting, it also helps with music and for sure social media. There's a lot of big names out here, a lot of opportunity, and if I can hopefully stay in LA, I will. However, LA is not cheap, very expensive place to live. If you live in LA, you know this. So it's kind of a miracle and a blessing from you guys and from God above that I've even been able to live out here this long, because I am self-employed and that is a risk on its own. However, I'm strongly in the belief system that I do not want to work or do anything that makes me feel like my soul is trapped. It doesn't light my soul with joy and fire and ice. I don't want to get stuck into working a job that I don't love, that I'm not passionate about, or that I can't work hard to progress. If I'm stuck, it might put me in a cycle of not being able to get out. because I've experienced that in my past working different jobs and stuff for other employers. I just found that those jobs I was stuck working for someone else's dream, someone else's goal, and it sets you in that loop where I can't make enough to get out of this job, but if I work harder in this job, get more committed to the job I had, I would make more, but then I would be stuck. So I'd rather be broke and I'd rather struggle a lot chasing my dreams, even if I'm not taking the smartest approach, than feeling comfortable making enough money, but also working 8 hours for someone else. You know, I don't know. That might be the wrong type of thinking. Maybe I'm young and naive. I don't really know. I'm just doing what I think is best, and I'm trying as hard as I can to reach every goal and every dream and every passion that I have in my brain and my soul. And that is a constantly changing thing. Essentially, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I'm doing my best and I'm working as hard as I can. So with all of that, I have a few options. My main plan, what I hope and pray is what will happen, is that I hit this financial goal by February 15th. I have a few options. I've done some research for where I'm going to move. Hopefully going to lock down an apartment or a house. I want to live by myself if possible, because I've never lived without roommates. So hopefully the plan is to hit that goal February 15th, figure out the option for where I'm moving to, and then March 1st move into my new place, and locked and loaded, full steam ahead, trying to get as many acting auditions and gigs as possible, continuing to do what I'm doing. With that plan, I want to post one long form video on YouTube a week. It's a crazy assumption or goal, but I'm banking on the fact that YouTube is going to become my #1 income earner, starting right now. I know you guys are thinking, Sam, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. What are you talking about? It takes years. It takes months to grow on on YouTube, let alone monetize. You think I care about what? You think I'm worried? Yes. You think I'm stressed? Absolutely. Do you think that's going to stop me from being overly ambitious? No, because I believe if there's a will, there is a way. I think that I can make YouTube my #1 income earner. One long form video a week. It's got to be amazing video. It's got to be super rewatchable. It's got to bring in all of the new people, all of the OGs. I'm committed. I want YouTube to become my #1 job. I've been doing live stream heavily. I've been doing live stream heavily, 8 hours a day, 7 days a week on a lot of weeks, especially in the past few months. It's been a lot of hours and very inconsistent, but a huge blessing. Everyone that's blessed me on there, you guys are literally changing my life every day. I love you all so much, everyone who supports me. However, I've always wanted to do YouTube long term, and I think especially with what I love to do in acting, I can do in YouTube. You know, if I don't get booked for a short film or a movie or a TV show in months or weeks or years, I'll just make my own on here. We could do anything from music videos to little short films to movies to, you know, daily life vlogs. The endless possibilities on YouTube are infinite. Infinite? I think I just created a new word. So, with that being said, #1 plan for this plan of the goal is to YouTube one long form video on YouTube a week. One banger video. I'm going to keep live streaming because I am earning money that way still by the blessings of you guys and God. Thank you. So I'm going to try and do like 3 hours of Twitch live stream and then 3 hours of TikTok or some sort of vertical live stream a day, not a week, per day. So I'll do about 6 hours live stream per day. If I'm continually making money there, I'm going to get as many acting jobs as possible, because any straggling background work, extra work, anything I can get for acting, if it pays, is great. It helps, and it's a great experience, and I'm on set, all that stuff. The YouTube video once per week, hopefully that's my biggest money maker, and then week-to-week basis, I will see if I'm actually making progress. My timeline for this plan, obviously February 15th, that's like 2 weeks away, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm going full head steam. Yeah, we need a miracle, and God, Jesus, take the wheel. So that's my plan A. That is, I want that to be my only plan. I feel like having a backup plan has like a safety net. My parents would love for me to move back to Minnesota. Devin really wants me to move to Nashville with him. However, I, if possible, would love to stay in LA and continue to pursue my dreams here. If that's not possible, if that's not God's plan, if things don't work out, then I'll just have to adapt. Wherever I am, I'm going to chase my dreams and be as ambitious as possible and take as many risks as I can to achieve my goals. Acting, music, and social media I can do regardless of where I live. So, despite whatever happens, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to take it one day at a time, and I'm going to work as hard as I can, and I feel like I'm saying the same things over and over. I hope you guys get the gist of it. I'm going to end the video here. Like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. We just hit 500 subs on YouTube, so that's sick. I think to monetize on YouTube, you need 4,000 watch hours in a month and 1,000 subs minimum. So we're going to try and hit that benchmark quick. If you are a clipper, if you want to clip any of my YouTube videos and spam post them on any platform, that would be freaking amazing. I don't have the budget yet to pay clippers, but if I get rich, I will be paying clippers, all right? That's a future promotional thing I'm going to work on, but it's just out of the free will of like if you're bored. I don't have money to pay you guys, I'm sorry. But with that being said, I love you all. I feel like I'm ending this like a live stream. I've been doing live streams so much, guys. I'm like, it's weird going back to YouTube, but I need to get back to talking on camera comfortably. Yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. If you stayed to the end, you're a gangster. I don't know where the camera is. I think right here. I'm not going to edit this at all, so thank you for watching. Have a blessed night. Godspeed. God bless. Until I see you again, always know, I don't have friends. I got family.